Load this shit up. What the hell am I even gonna say? All right. Well, we'll walk in dramatically. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. Now, I'm here to answer a very important question, one that's on everyone's mind. Who the hell are you? Now, I know you may have forgotten about me. I am a little YouTuber called the Demon Water Sage. I consider myself something of a gamer, but in my soul, in my heart, I'm a YouTuber. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. And the thing I realized is I've been squandering my duties as a YouTuber. I have foolishly taken your subs for granted. And I've been just having the time of my life this summer. Going out, I found true love. I've been swimming in the water. What a fool I am. I should be inside gaming. And that's what I realized today. I am going to forsake everything to become a full-time YouTuber. That's right, you heard it here first. So if you don't remember who I am, I make gaming videos every couple months, and very sporadically. But what I want is for you guys to really know who I am. I want you to have sort of like a parasocial, creepy connection with me. So I'm going to answer three questions that I think will tell you everything you need to know about me. And then from there, you can you can decide if you want to remain a subscriber or if you want to unsubscribe and leave me all alone. All right, so number one, first one here, this is kind of trendy nowadays. Favorite anime. Now, I know the kids love anime nowadays. I can't go to like any store without seeing some anime memorabilia. I don't know who these chicks are, but they have all sorts of colored hair. I've only watched two anime, guys. I've seen Hajime no Ippo. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's like a boxing anime. The main character's name is something Ippo, and he's a horrible boxer. The funniest thing about that show is that he's so bad, right? And his only redeeming quality is he's got that anime protagonist never give up attitude, but he's getting his face like lumped up, right? He's getting so messed up. They are kicking his ass, but inside he's like, I've got to do it for my friends. And he somehow pulls through, and he's just like a bloody cadaver by the end, just laying there barely alive. It's brutal. Anyways, that's one of the ones I've seen. The other one is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've seen 1 through 3 seasons. 1 through 3. Are they called seasons? What are they called? Anyways, I've seen number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 1's kind of ass, but Dio's in it, so it's okay. Number 2 is the best one, I think, from like a logical perspective. Like, you can't really deny that number 2 is the best one. I mean, come on. And then three's kind of the weird one. It's just like uh flavor of the week. There's a new villain every week. Pretty cool. Number 3's my favorite. So I'm gonna go with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, guys. You know me. I kind of like that weird stuff. The only reason I watched it because I couldn't get away from those damn JoJo memes. You'd be on the internet long enough, you keep showing these JoJo reaction images and clips, and I didn't understand any of them, so I had to watch all 3 of those. And then I said, all right, I'm out of here. I've seen enough. So my favorite anime is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, guys. If that's your favorite anime too, tell me how much you love it. If you think that anime sucks balls, please tell me down below. Tell me how bad my taste is, please, and go in detail. All right, number 2. Now, question number 2. What do we have here? Favorite movie character. Now, my favorite movie character, I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds to guess it. Can you guess? That's right, it's the Wicked Witch of the West. I love that character. If you've been on this channel long enough, you'll know I love witches. I love doing that dumb witch cackle, and it's all because of her, the Wicked Witch of the West. So amazing. God, I love her. She makes me laugh my ass off in my adult life. Even when I was a kid, I just could not get over her. She like randomly appears in like a puff of red smoke. She shows up. She like trolls the main character, like throws some shit at him, and goes, and then poof, she's gone. What a dork. She's got like a bunch of minions, like flying monkeys. What? She's amazing. That's one of my favorite performances of all time. That original witch. So love her. Absolutely love her. And number 3, the big one. I know you guys must be gamers. If you're here, if you're watching this video, and this is it. This is the question that every gamer must know. What is my favorite video game of all time? Now, there is 2 in mind, but I'm just going to come out and say it. Favorite video game of all time is Final Fantasy Tactics. That's right. Go ahead, boo all you want. But when I was a little kid, this game blew my mind. It had ways for you to pick like different names for your guys. You could have points and turn them into different classes. That's the kind of stuff, I love today. I love being able to make a character and change them and make them all specific and weird. Amazing. But shout outs to Dark Souls, the first one. Very good game. Back to Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know if I should tell this story or not. It's kind of like... I have to tell it. All right. I'll tell it. So, when I was a little kid, like a little demon water sage, just a tiny little tyke, probably like 8 through 10, somewhere in there. I was a little guy, and I was walking, and there's a big apartment I was in, right? Big, creepy apartment complex. Now imagine the creepiest place you can imagine. Now make it creepier, all right? Big moths all over the walls. You know, the lights flickering in and out. And I'm walking through the walls, and my neighbor, kind of an oddball character, he like creaks open the door while I'm walking the hallway. He's like, ee! And his head pokes out, right? He's all disheveled. He's got like this weird glint in his eye. One eye is like half open. The other one's just fully open, right? And he looks at me. And I know this guy, right? He's my neighbor. I've known him for a while. And he goes, hey, kid. Hey, you want to play Final Fantasy Tactics? And I said, what? He said, Final Fantasy Tactics. Take a look. And then from behind the door, he had the PS1 case, and I remember it just came out from behind the door, and he just held it in front of my face, and I looked at it, and it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I looked at the back, and I saw all the characters like lined up in a row that you could change the classes, and I was like, holy, that game looks freaking awesome. But I really don't want to go in there and play with this guy, because what if the game's ass, right? My logical mind wasn't thinking when I was a kid, like, oh, I probably shouldn't go in there just because it's weird to go in there and play, a game with some guy. But my first thought was this game could suck, right? And then I'm stuck playing this shitty game with this adult, he doesn't know nothing about games. So I said, hey, look here, fella. I would love to play some Final Fantasy Tactics with you, but I don't know if the game's good yet. So how about you let me borrow the game, I'll play it a little, and then when I decide the game's good and I get a little better at it, then we could play together and I won't be bad, right? I'll be good at the game. And he kind of like looks at me for a little bit and goes, He puts his hand up to his face, right? He's got like this patchy beard and he starts stroking it and he goes, well, okay, fine. And he hands me the case and slams the door shut. Dust goes everywhere. And I do that witch cackle under my breath. Because I got him, right? I sprint back to my room, shove it in my PS1, and it was the most mind-blowing experience of all time. Now get this. A month goes by, and I get the news that my neighbor has gone to prison for exposing himself to children. And so my first reaction, right? A normal person would probably go, oh my God, I just had this experience with this guy. This is horrifying. That could have been me. But my first thought was, I don't have to give that motherfucker back. Final Fantasy Tactics, it's all mine. So anyways, get on, dude. That was a nice try, He had a great strat. He probably bought the game again to try and lure in the next kid. But anyways, you're not getting that copy back. That's all mine. Uh, Weird story, right? But that's how I got my favorite game of all time. From some creepy guy showing me it. Anyways, moving on. So here is the point of the video. Now I'm gonna tell you that I'm back, right? And I'm a changed man. I promise not to be like I was. Just posting gaming videos randomly. Didn't make any sense. They just be totally unrelated. Oddworld fellas, the Oddworldians, I have not forgotten about you guys. You're like half my subscribers. You came out of nowhere. I didn't expect anyone to watch that video, to be honest. So I didn't really have a part 2 ready. I had just played that game one time in an offshoot, and I was like, oh yeah, I should upload that video. I gave it zero effort, just threw it up there, and boom, it blew up. Blew up for my channel, that is. and then of course I lied a little. I said I would post again like the next week, and I had no intention of doing so. So I'm sorry. All right, Oddworld's coming back, and along with that, I would like to know, what do you guys want to see out of this list of 3 things? Because I'm not just gonna do any old thing. I can't do it. I gotta focus on it, and my focus is not very good. But 3 things I like. I like old weird games, right? So there's one. You guys want to see some random old games? Let me know. Stories. I like to tell stories that are my own, stories that have been falsified, completely made up. I like to tell stories. And number 3, just ranting and consequential mumbling videos. Like vlogs, I just holding holding a camera, audio equipment, and I'm just talking out my ass, saying absolutely nothing. Now let me know if any of those 3 topics interest you. I've also got one big video idea in the works right now. It's a game where you can have your own character in it, so I'm gonna let you guys like build a character, and then you can be in the game with me. It should be pretty fun. Anyways, that's my video. I just want to let you guys know I'm back, and I'm not going to be like the old Demon Water Sage. He's gone, all right? So my solemn promise to you guys is that I will not eat a single morsel of food until my next video is uploaded. From now till the next video, I will not eat. So if I don't upload in about a week, you can assume my skinny ass is long since passed away, guys. So thanks a lot for checking this out. Glad to see you again after all these months. Hope you're having a good summer, and I'll see you guys in the next video.